in today's session of Divorce Court.
She's fat, she's irresponsible.
He has just put me through hell.
What happened to for better or worse?
The judge said for better or worse, but man, he didn't say worse.
He's cheated on me with friends, with neighbors.
She's a composer liar.
He stole my son's piggy bank.
Love to have sex?
I'd have sex with,
Any kind of way?
Yeah, I'm saying with other girls and stuff like that.
So in the marriage, you expected that there would be threesomes going on. That's what
Threesome.
marriage is all about to you. Marriage is a commitment.
Can I respond to that, then?
No.
Today, Jenny Hardiman and Steve Hardiman face off in Divorce Court.
All rise. Court is now in session. Mablean Ephraim presiding. You may be seated.
This is the matter of Stephen Hardiman and Jenny Hardiman. I understand that after a year and a half of marriage, you want to end it today. Mr. Hardiman, what may I do for you?
Well, look at her, Your Honor. You know what? She's fat. She doesn't stick to her diet. She's
Oh, my
irresponsible.
God.
Yeah.
She's fat. She doesn't stick to her diet. She's irresponsible. So what am I supposed to do
She doesn't know
for
how
you
to
today?
manage money. And
Steve,
she's untrustworthy. And she doesn't know how to manage
This
money.
man has 5 kids
No,
he doesn't take
Your Honor, I
care of.
have 2 kids.
Stop.
She
One.
don't know what she's talking about. She's a liar.
I have proof.
She's
Proof
fat.
of what?
She's irresponsible. She doesn't know how to manage money.
Yeah.
So
And
what
she
am I
eats all the
supposed to
time.
do about her being fat today?
Well, she had the attitude. Well,
I
put her on a
have
diet
attitude.
then.
So
Steve.
that's what you think this court can do
No,
for you?
that's what I'm saying. It's her attitude. She's out of control. She'll eat junk food. She'll eat popcorn. She'll go eat and then come home and just sit there and eat on the couch. That's all she does.
That's a lie.
If she walks some, maybe someone that'll lose.
So you think that your body is in good shape and she
good
doesn't
enough.
work out?
Good enough.
Please,
Well, we can both fit in those pants.
Please.
Oh, now you're being real rude,
I'm not
Mr.
being rude. I'm
Hardiman.
just
You
being
cannot
honest.
both fit in those pants.
I'm just being honest. You know, and she needs to stick to her diet and
So
work
you want
out,
a divorce
have
because your
self-confidence.
wife is larger today than she was when you married her?
Yeah,
No,
and
he
no,
wants-
what I'm saying is she doesn't
He
stick
wants
to the
a
diet.
divorce because he's
What
living
happened
down
to
the
for
street
better
with
or
another
worse?
girl.
What happened to for better or worse? Did you take a
Worse
marriage
is too
back?
much
He
for
got
me.
worse.
Worse is too much.
He got worse. He got
Worse
worse.
is too much is for me.
I'm going to give you an opportunity.
The judge said for better or worse, but man, he didn't say worse.
Let me ask you something. You weigh exactly today what you weighed at marriage?
Yep, I sure do.
Exactly
Yeah,
today.
I sure do.
And
Yeah.
guess what? Tomorrow may be a different day.
Well, you know
All
what?
of us change.
You know what? If tomorrow changes, I'm gonna go work out. I'm gonna go
He
do my
used to
thing
be
Mr.
right.
Hardiman, you're a little
He
stuck
used to
on
be
your body, and
body.
that's
Have
Yes,
too
I
much.
am. Yes, I
He's
am.
had
You know,
body.
I want to go to the club and somebody can get down. You know, she
Oh
can't
my
even get
God.
down. You know, she's.
And you
know.
think that's what marriage is all
You know,
about,
I'm just
going to the
saying
club?
somebody that I can kick
Yeah,
with.
that's what he does every weekend. Go to the club.
That's not what marriage is about,
Well,
going to the club
no,
and getting down.
her attitude too, and
My
then she's
attitude-
untrustworthy.
This
and-
man cheated on me more
No,
times
look
than I
at- look
can
who's talking.
count.
She the one who needs a lock on her
More
legs.
times.
You know,
More times.
No, she the one who needs a lock on her leg.
You need to be quiet when she's trying to talk, and you need to stop talking when he's talking. I can't hear both of you. Now, what is cheating on you more than one time? We were talking about your weight. Why is he so concerned? And what's the big
He's
deal
not-
about your weight?
The girl he is living with now
What
is
about the
bigger
girl?
than me.
Mr. Hardiman,
I know
Bigger
she's not.
than
She's
me.
140
Bigger
pounds.
than me.
That's 240.
Mr.
There's a
Hardiman, do you want
difference.
this case heard? Do you want it
Yes,
heard?
yes.
Do you want a decision from me today?
Yes.
Then you better keep your mouth closed when I put my gavel down and when she's talking. One of us talks at a time.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm not going to tell either of you that again. I don't care how you talk to each other at home, but maybe for the first time in your life, you're going to learn to talk that one person talks at a time. Now, why is he so concerned about you? What's so different about your weight today?
He is not concerned about my weight because he was over at my house a couple weeks ago trying to get with me.
She's lying.
He
She's
lives.
lying.
He lives down the
lying.
street.
Okay. I'm going to end the case until they decide that they can listen to me.
We're going to go into the judge's chambers for a minute so she can speak with you, okay?
Mrs. Hardiman, I left the bench and decided that I'd hear you one at a time because the way you two are going out there, you'd never get your story told and you're not going to get a decision out of me because I was about to throw both of you out of my courtroom. So now you tell me what you want me to know and what's important to me about this case.
Basically, he has just put me through hell the last 2 years of my life.
Like what?
He's cheated on me over and over again with friends, with neighbors, with everybody.
Wasn't he married to somebody when you met him?
No, he wasn't married. He had a girl that was pregnant when I met him.
And he was living with her?
No, they were living separately, but she told him that, or he told me that she had slept with one of his brothers. So that's why they weren't together.
So did you really think that he was going to be faithful when you married him?
I guess I thought so. I was willing to try.
He left a woman pregnant. Does that sound like a man of great character that's real honest
It doesn't.
and considerate and concerned about a human being?
No, I just wanted to believe in him.
Yeah.
And then I got pregnant, and then I really wanted the marriage to work because I didn't want to raise a child.
How many children you have?
We have one.
So what's this about so fat? I mean, what was your weight before?
I maybe gained a little weight after my child.
As we all do.
Right, and he should know because he has 5 kids, and he left every single one of them when they were pregnant.
And when did you find that out? He has 5 kids and left every one of them.
Every one of them. Every one of them he has left.
So you didn't find out anything about this man's character before you married him?
No, I didn't.
That's the mistake you made.
I know. And I've lived with it. I have gone through, I mean, like I said, I've gone through hell with him. I try to be there as a friend. I want him to be a father, but every time I do, he screws me over.
How old is your child?
He'll be 1 next month.
And when you say he screws you over, what does he do?
He steals from me, or he...
steals money from you?
Or, yeah.
How does he steal
stole
from
my
you?
wallet before with all my money in it.
How?
I left it on the counter, and he took off with it.
When you were living together?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. He stole my son's piggy bank so he could go clubbing one night.
He stole your son's piggy bank to go clubbing?
The change.
Your 1-year-old son?
Yes, the change in it to go clubbing.
So how much money could that have had in it? About $10,
Enough
$15?
to get a cover charge to go clubbing.
About $10 to go clubbing?
Yep.
So your marriage has been one big party for him?
It has. He goes out every weekend. I find phone numbers. I call the phone numbers there. Oh, I was with your man last night. Described what he was wearing. Described, and it's just a joke to him.
Sounds like it is.
He lives down the street right now from me with another girl. Right down the street, I have to drive by their house.
He's living with someone else already? How long did you know him before you married him?
3 weeks.
3 weeks before you married him? Mm-hmm. So you didn't know him at all?
No, I didn't.
So what, you guys had sex immediately or something and you got excited by that?
No, I was in a point in my life where I just wanted to be with someone, and he seemed like he had his life together. He had his own apartment, he had a nice car, we had fun together. We just got along really good.
Anybody can have fun together in 3 weeks.
I know. And we got along really good, and it stayed good until I got pregnant. The minute I got pregnant, it just fell apart.
He left one woman pregnant. You didn't think he was going to leave you pregnant?
I didn't
That was a big mistake, don't you think so?
Yes. Yes, it was.
You knew him 3 weeks. You get pregnant by him. He walked out on a woman before you. When you met him, she was pregnant. So you didn't think that he'd walk out on you pregnant?
I guess I didn't think about it.
So now you're stuck taking care of a child.
Mm-hmm. And I do everything I can to take care of my child. My child is the most important thing in my life.
Getting any child support?
No. He has bought my son 2 Beanie Babies and a little toy car.
So here goes the Beanie Babies again. Why won't you get a child support order?
I try. He's got 5 child support orders out right now. Here, I have some of them right here.
I don't care about his child support orders.
People try to get money from him. He doesn't work.
See, that's what happens when you don't find out about people. 3 weeks is not enough time to make a lifetime commitment to somebody. You didn't know, hardly knew his name. You didn't even know if that was his real name in 3 weeks.
I know.
All right, let me talk to him and see what he has to say.
When divorce court returns, Stephen testifies about his sex life with Jenny.
What attracted you to her after 3 weeks?
We had threesomes.
Oh, the threesome's going on.
If you would like to have the judge hear your case in divorce court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or email us at www.divorcecourttv.com. Divorce Court is back in the case of Jenny Hardiman, who says her husband Stephen left her after she became pregnant and no longer found her attractive.
Brought you back here, Mr. Hardiman, because it's more likely that you will get your story told to me and get a decision if you're here, because obviously the two of you are not listening to me out there when I say be quiet. And I was about to throw both of you out of there, and this case would have been over. I didn't think that was fair to you nor your wife, so I'm trying to give you the opportunity.
Yes, ma'am.
Now you tell me what you think I need to know. What's going on with this marriage?
Well, she's a composer liar, first of all, and like.
Why do you have that smirk on your face?
Actually, ma'am, I don't have a smirk on my face.
That's nervousness?
Yeah, apparently, but she's a composer liar, and you know,
what's she lying about?
She's always lying about something. She's always calling, harassing me, throwing stories out of dramatically, adding on things.
Is she lying about the fact that you were pregnant? You had another woman pregnant when she married you, and you left her?
No, she did not. Actually, I did have someone pregnant when I met her. Well, like I said, we were married after 3 weeks. And,
so she didn't lie about that?
No, she did not.
Did she lie about the fact that when she got pregnant, you were no longer attracted to her?
I wasn't no longer attracted to her. She just, like her diet plan, she said she would walk. And then I could understand that when somebody's pregnant and get big, but after the pregnancy, it just blew out of proportion.
And you don't understand what happens after that. You've never been pregnant.
Well, if you exercise after you get pregnant.
Who told you that?
No one told me that.
Well, marriage is not all about what size you are, so just she gained a little weight and didn't lose it.
It's about attraction, though.
No, it's not. It's about commitment.
And that hump on her nose doesn't work for me.
The hump on her nose worked when you married her.
Yeah, but now it doesn't work. Now it adds on with the weight.
Because you're not committed to her, and you never were committed. That's what marriage is.
I was committed.
Maybe you left her because she got pregnant, like you left all the rest of them when they got pregnant.
It's not all the rest of them. And you know what? She cheated on me first. She cheated on the next night I met her.
What attracted to her after 3 weeks? That you thought you could make a lifetime commitment?
The alternative style, the way she carried herself.
You were turned on by that?
Yeah.
And she was thinner?
And the freakiness, yes.
And she was freaky. What's freaky?
Freaky, like.
Love to have sex?
Love to have sex.
Any kind of way?
Well, yeah, and with other girls and stuff like that.
With other girls?
Yeah, we had threesomes.
Oh, the threesomes going on. So
Threesome.
you were attracted by her because anything goes?
Anything goes.
And in 3 weeks you discovered all that?
Yeah.
That's not marriage. Is that what you wanted your marriage to be too, continuously?
Yeah.
So in the marriage you expected that there would be threesomes going on. That's what marriage is all about to you.
Yeah.
Marriage is not a commitment.
It is a commitment, but it's also things that make each other feel good, and what I want, what she wants, and
fun and games.
Yeah, that's what I think.
What about the responsibility part?
Well, we had responsibility. I took care of my son and stuff like that. And
she says you didn't work and she always took care of you?
No, that's not true.
So now you've moved on to another woman?
I didn't move on. Yeah, I moved on.
Why?
Because I didn't want to be married to her no more. She just needs to find someone and get on with her own life.
So it sounded like it was part of your pattern. You have the fun and the games, and then you're gone when the fun is gone.
Well, if she wasn't slacking, I'll still be there.
Well, marriage brings on different responsibility, and as you mature, you no longer want to party and have fun as much.
Well, the nagging and calling my job 100 times, and where were you? Smelling my boxers or looking into my...
She smells your boxers?
Yeah, looking into my pants.
Well, you don't think she doesn't have any reason to distrust you?
Well, if she's like that, then she should be a police officer, not a wife.
Now, I'm going back outside to finish the rest of this, back out to the courtroom. Okay. When I go back out there, when I'm talking, keep your mouth closed. You see how you were in here?
Yes.
You see how polite you were?
Yes.
And you were able to allow me to talk?
Yes.
And then you talked?
Yes.
Same way in the courtroom?
Well, she's a composer liar, though.
You know what? I don't care how much she's lying. Remember, you're not talking to her now.
Okay.
You're talking to me.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm making the decision.
Yes, ma'am.
And if you want one made when we get back out there, better give me the same respect you've given me back here.
I sure will.
Don't you out of here.
I sure will.
And I won't say anything else but out.
Okay, I understand.
All right.
Come to order. Court is back in session.
We're back in the matter of Stephen Hardiman versus Jenny Hardiman. We have had a chambers conference, and I've talked to both of you in chambers and heard your side of the story. Now, what property issues are we talking about today?
In '98, my parents secured a loan for $200 for Steve's car to get fixed. He thinks it's both of our cars, but he slept in the car and he drove it around to the clubs every weekend. I had to ask to use the car if I did.
Is this a car that you purchased during the marriage?
Yeah, we did.
And your parents loaned $250 to get it repaired?
To get it repaired.
Who's driving the car now?
Steve doesn't have the car anymore. Nobody
Where's the
has
car?
it. He sold it.
Where's the car, Mr. Hardiman?
I sold it.
And how much did you sell it for?
what, like $3,000? Actually, I traded
$3,000?
Actually, I traded it in for another car.
When did you do that?
Probably a month after I had the car.
When you traded the car in, what'd you get for it?
I traded in for a nicer car. I got
And what was the value of their trade-in?
like $2,500, $3,000.
$2,500 to $3,000 trade-in value.
Yes, ma'am.
And so now you're riding in a newer car.
Actually,
he doesn't have a car.
Actually, I do have a car, ma'am. But,
Oh, you just didn't know it.
No,
It's
he
just what it
doesn't.
is, ma'am. She thinks she knows everything about me, or if I don't
Now
tell her
don't
something.
start again. I took you in chambers.
I know. I'm just saying, if she doesn't know anything about me or where I work at, I don't do it. She has to think she knows everything about me. I do have a car.
So you're saying that you traded the car in, that
Yes, ma'am.
the two of you bought together.
I bought the car because actually I made the money. She left me in Chicago.
Did you buy it during the marriage?
I came down here and bought the car, yeah, during the marriage.
While you were married to her?
Yes, while I was
So the
married to
money
her.
came out of your pocket?
It came out of my pocket.
Guess what?
I know.
It's community.
Yes, ma'am.
So the two of you bought the car. The fact that it came out of your pocket, that's what marriage is about. It's not the fun and games that you told me about in chambers. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay.
Marriage is a commitment.
Can I respond to that then?
No.
When divorce court returns, the judge renders her verdict. And an update on the case of Sherry Burks versus Alvin Burks.
He hit me. He tried to push me out of the
Stop
car.
lying.
He then
Sherry, stop
bit me.
lying.
He bit you.
Stop,
He then bit
stop
me and
lying.
then took off.
No, I didn't, Your Honor.
Divorce court will be back in session in a moment. Divorce court is back and the verdict is in the case of Stephen Hardiman, who says he left his wife Jenny because she was too fat and lazy.
You drove the car,
Okay.
got a $200 loan for the repairs, traded the car in at a value of $2,500 to $3,000, didn't give her a dime. And all she's asking is for you to repay her mother $100. Is that too much?
I already paid my loan. That's between her and her mother, the $100.
That's between she and her mother?
Yeah, if they want to fight about the $100, let them fight about it. And if it's community property, then she should have the right to pay for half of it anyways. And they want to fight about the $100, let them fight about it. I paid my half. Now it's between them.
All right, I don't need to take a break on this. I've had enough breaks for the two of you. This is the larger issue, not the loan. If you got the money back for the car, the value of the car, half of the value of that car belonged to your wife. So now, I can either order you to pay half the value of that car, or you can pay $200.
Can I say something? What I'm saying is,
Which you want to do.
I traded the car in. It was a straight trade with no money, no nothing.
You told me that, and
Well,
I
Your Honor,
gave
when
you
got
my explanation.
When I got the second car too, she put her name on my second car too.
She doesn't have it now, does she?
I don't have the car either, Your Honor.
All right, and I'm not talking about the second car. Where is it?
I traded it in.
Traded that one in, because you keep trading in. Now you just put your foot in your mouth deeper. Now I won't give you a choice. Pay the $200. That's the order of the court.
All
Court's
rise.
When divorce court returns, an update on the case of Sherry Burks versus Alvin Burks.
Your Honor, she is lying. Sherry is a very dramatic person.
Closed captioning for divorce court provided by. If you would like to have the judge hear your case in divorce court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or email us at www.divorcecourttv.com. And now for an update on a previous case in divorce court. Sherry Burks said she tried to make her marriage to Alvin work and ignored his angry outbursts. But after the death of their son, Sherry said Alvin's temper got worse and she had to leave.
First incident where I was hit, Your Honor, was when I was pregnant
Are you serious?
Your Honor, she is lying.
with a major black eye and a contusion on the side of my head.
Sherry is a very dramatic person.
He hit me. He tried to push me out of the
Stop
car.
lying.
He then
Sherry, stop
bit me.
lying.
He bit you?
Stop,
He then bit
stop
me and
lying.
then took off.
No, I didn't, Your Honor.
Sherry brought Alvin to court to get back half the money she spent on their son's headstone.
You're arguing over furniture and furnishings that were purchased with money given to you due to a very, very sad event, the death of your 2-month-old son.
After they left court, Sherry relocated to another state, and Alvin plans to buy a house and spend more time with his other son.
There was more I need to say, but I guess I didn't get a chance to about him. He's worthless, and he lied up there about everything and made me look really stupid, and I can't believe that he would do that to me.
Jenny she's a composer liar, and it wasn't right. I shouldn't have to owe her any money. She drove the car, took it to work, and it was wrong. It was a wrong decision.
I don't know if I'll ever marry again. If it happens, it happens.
I would never get married again because, you know, if I have a wife like this, I just don't want to be married again. It's not worth it.